For anyone who's been watching the news for the past few years, the terms Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes are probably something you're familiar with, especially with huge stories such as the Bernie Madoff scandal being made front and center. So people have started to look into these terms in order to learn more about them. The problem is that many people don't actually understand the difference between the two words, and so they are commonly confused with one another. While they do both have to deal with paying original members with money from the new ones that come into the system, there are in fact several ways that they are not alike. According to the SEC and Deborah Valentine with the General Counsel for the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, the biggest areas in which Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes differ are in their hook and how money is paid out to members. Both Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes use hooks in order to get people to want to join. They both try to entice members into the scheme with the promise of a high return on their initial investment, though those promises tend to come with different levels of involvement of their members. In a Ponzi scheme, for example, people are lured in by the promise of easy money. They're told that the only thing required for them to do is simply hand over their investment money and wait for their higher than usual return. With pyramid schemes, however, they're required to do a bit more work. They're told that by paying an upfront fee and recruiting others to sell products, then they can earn high profits on those sales. The other way that Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes differ is in how money is actually created and paid out to members. In Ponzi schemes, money from new members that come into the scheme are then used to pay the original members, and then so on and so forth. Though the investors usually have no idea that the investment that they're involved in isn't actually real, such as was the case in the Bernie Madoff scandal. With the pyramid schemes, however, members put in a one-time investment and are then required to recruit others to sell a product. Though, unlike true direct sales companies such as Avon or Mary Kay, where money is created from the true sale of a product, here, money is only generated by new people coming into the system and not from actual product sales. Also, these products in these schemes typically don't exist or are only sold within the pyramid itself. So, essentially, a Ponzi scheme is one that promises a high return on investment with no product being sold and only involves money changing hands. In a pyramid scheme, however, members are promised high profits from the sale and recruitment of other people selling those products or selling these non-existent products. So these schemes tend to be doomed to fail, and oftentimes people lose a lot of money. So while these things tend to be different, they are close enough to each other to be both things that people need to be aware of and need to steer very, very far away from.